Hello team. Okay, so I'm going to go straight into it. I'm preparing my nail for a pink and white acrylic application. I'm just going ahead and preparing the natural nail, ensuring that I am removing any dead skin off the nail plate. This is going to help with lifting, retention and overall neatness. I'm just going ahead and removing the dead skin, the cuticle area. That's going to give a really lovely neat finish as well. As you can see, I'm just sort of going in and just clipping away any dead skin. So I'm just going in with my medium carbide cone bit. I'm using this on a very slow setting, so around a 1, which basically just means 1,000 reps per minute. I'm just removing any lifting that was on my previous set before. It's really important that this is done, as we don't want any liquid or any moisture or anything to go inside of the nail. So preparation is key, and that's really going to help with retention as well. I'm using an 80 grit file just to sharpen my edges, just to reshape and file. I'm going for like a tapered square, so just a little bit narrowing in the sides. I just find it's a little bit more flattering for my nail shape. And I'm just going in and buffing the natural nail plate, just almost like exfoliating the cuticle area as well, and also removing any shine and any oil that's on my natural nail. So I'm just going to go in, once I've done all that exfoliating, I just see a little bit of skin that I just kind of nipped there. I'll go in with some alcohol, and just to make sure that I've properly cleansed the nail area. I want to ensure that any oil is completely removed. Then I'm going to go in with my primer. Always use a primer, it's really important. This is going to help balance out the pH of your nail plate and ensure that the acrylic is going to adhere correctly and last as long as it needs to. This is where it gets kind of interesting, because I like to work in very small beads. It just helps me control my application a little bit more better. So I've gone in just below the smile, where I want my smile line to be. And I'm just going in with my first bead and just sculpting around where I'd like my smile line to be, so that when I go back into filing, it's not going to be too hard. Work small. Work as quickly as you can, because sometimes if you do get the bead too wet, it just goes everywhere, and the last thing you want is it flooding around at the cuticle and the side walls, because it's just going to be absolute annoying for it to start when you start doing like all your filing and everything. I'm using the belly of the brush to pat and guide the product where I want it to go. This is going to help sculpt the area a little bit more better, and also not get acrylic stuck in your brush. And I'm just using very small tiny beads around the cuticle area. You can see even like where I applied it, I sort of apply it just before the cuticle, because the acrylic almost swells up, and that can also cause flooding around the area. And I'll sort of like tuck my brush in like maybe a 45-degree angle, just so that I can get it tucked neatly inside the cuticle area, and just wipe away any excess. I've got like a little hair stuck in there, which is really annoying, but here we are. And yeah, so once my product has cured, I am using an 80 grit file. I kind of just tap it just to hear that nice little clicking sound, that I know that it's set and cured correctly. And then I'm just going in and just refining my smile line shape. I want this to be super crispy, super neat, so that when I do apply my white acrylic on top, it's just gonna be crispy and seamless all the way through. Okay, so it's time to apply the white acrylic. Now this is where you have to really trust the process. Okay, so work again nice and small. You can see I just got my bead a little bit too wet there. And I'm just making sure that I am applying the white as close to the smile line where I've created, so that I get that really lovely sharp crispy finish. Just go in, use the belly of the brush to shape and refine my area. Don't worry about any lumps or bumps. All of that is going to disappear when you do your filing and shaping. Okay, so this is like the little bit of the fun bit. Not a lot of people like the filing part, but I actually quite do, because this is where all the magic happens. So I'm just going in with my medium carbide bit. This is on a setting 20, and I'm just going in and just removing any of the excess bulk, redefining my apex area, just making sure that I'm seeing that lovely crispy neat finish that I've created, and then afterwards I'll go in and use my 80 grit file just to refine the shape just a little bit more and remove any other little bit of bulk. And you can see as well that I'm just going in different angles as well, because I want to be able to see it from the side, the front, make sure I've got that nice C-curve finish, and yeah, just refining my shape really. Okay, after you're really happy with your shape and everything, just finish off by buffing with a 180 240 buffing block, just to smooth off any last little bits of scratches or any bulk that's still left on the nail. And then I'm just going in and just re-cleansing my nail with alcohol, and you can just see, yeah, it's a lot more neater finish in there. And I'm just going to go ahead and just do that with the rest of my nails as well. And I'm just going to go in and just finish off with a high shine top coat. Make sure that you've capped all the edges, the sides, just to give that really beautiful clean finish. And afterwards I'll just go in with my cuticle oil, hand cream, and yeah, that's how you do your sculpted acrylic pink and white.